Good day, everyone. So today, session we are going to look at how to process our sales in Asaerp. That is the selling module in Asaerp. So today we are going to look at how to post sales quotation, sales order, sales delivery, or what we call delivery notes, and how to post sales invoice and make payment or receive payment from customers for the sales. And at the end of the day, we're also going to view some various reports, some various sales reports, such as sales register, item sales register, and account receivable summary, or even customers receivable summary. So I want you to pay attention as we proceed. So the first thing in line is sales quotation. You know, as a seller, you have to send your sales quotation to your prospects, the people you want to buy your product to buy product from you. Now, once the quotation is accepted by the buyer, you now have to confirm it and post in Asaerp. So the first thing you do for you to locate your sales quotation, you have to, from the home page, you go to your Asaerp search bar and type quotation list. You click on it. Okay, so from here you click on add quotation. Then the quotation voucher will open. Then you look at your date, confirm your date. By default, it's today's date that will appear. You can change the date, 30th, that's yesterday, and so on. So customer, what's the name of the customer you want to send the quotation to? We say Inze Limited. Scroll down, go direct to your item table and choose the item or the items you want to send the quote. AGO quantity, we choose 500 liters of AGO at the rate of 1,200. Then PMS, you want to send 1,000 liters at the rate of 700 per liter. So that's all. Remember, you choose your date, choose your customer, and choose or select the items from the item table, enter the quantity and the price. Once you've done this, confirm the accuracy, you save. Submit. Yes. This is how to create sales quotation. Now the sales quotation automatically will be sent to the customer's email. So once the customer confirms this and is okay with it, the price and the quantity, so the next thing is to inform you, and say and send in his sales order. So the sales order, once it's sent, will now be processed from this same quotation. So you go to create sales order. This is how to create sales order from sales quotation. Sales order, look at your date. You can change the date. You can see the customer is already here by default. Then accounting dimension, you choose the cost center, that the business unit or the cost center of the business, this particular business. Then the items are already there. AGO, delivery date, You can also change it. Delivery date, quantity is there, the amount or the price is there, and total amount. So once you confirm the accuracy of this, at this point you can adjust both the quantity and the amount based on the sales order. So you save and submit. Say yes. Sales order is submitted. So once the sales order is accepted to be okay, and you have the product available in your warehouse, the next is to deliver the product to your customer, to Mr. Nze. So once the product is delivered, or before it's delivered, you must raise a delivery note. So from the sales order now, you now create your delivery note. So go to create, click on delivery note. It will not take you to delivery note voucher. Confirm the date. You can adjust the date by clicking on edit posting date and time. You can adjust the date, maybe tomorrow, which is first. Is the day the product will be delivered. Then let me take it back to, okay, let's use tomorrow's date. Then accounting dimension, confirm, is still there. So the next thing, you go direct to the item table. That is here, confirm those items, the quantity and the price as agreed with the customer. So the next thing, you save, you submit, you say yes. Okay, so sorry, source warehouse. From which source before you save, you have to set up the source warehouse. From which warehouse do you want to send the product, sell the product? So we say store. Good. So you save, you submit, say yes. This delivery note is submitted. So the next thing after delivery note, once the customer receive the product, the next thing is to raise your sales invoice. There's some situation where as you are raising the delivery note, you also raise sales invoice and submit to the customer at the same time. So from here you create sales invoice. It will not take you to the sales invoice voucher. You can see it here, date, which is also the same day of delivery note. Customer is already there in the limited. Come down to accounting dimension, confirm that it's there. Come down to item table, we confirm that they are there, the same thing. So once these things are confirmed, you save and submit. Yes, you submit. That is now the sales invoice is created. Then there's additional things I need to discuss on this. So at the point of creating your sales invoice or purchase sales order, if there are some applicable tax, these can be customized and set up by your organization using what we call the sales tax template to bring in either the VAT you are charging to the customer or whatever. Every tax that is in operation in the country or the locality where you live can be configured and applied here. So maybe in a subsequent training that can be discussed. So that is how to create sales invoice. So the next thing is, since now you have delivered the product, then the customer want to make his payment. He now call you that you want to make payment. You now tell him, okay, now pay into your account. Maybe give him your bank account is paid. So how do you recognize that payment you receive from customer? So you can locate this particular sales invoice. When you locate it, then you now go to create. When you locate the sales invoice, you open it, go to create payment. It will not take you to the payment entry voucher. As you can see here, this is new payment entry. You can see the date, which can be adjusted maybe based on the date that you receive the money, the day the money hits your account. The mode of, you can see the payment type is received. You're receiving from your customer. Mode of payments as configured by your organization, you say transfer. This transfer is linked to our First Bank account. Okay, you can see the customer is already there by default. So click on this account, you confirm what I'm saying. You can see account paid to his First Bank. It is by set as linked to this mode of payments transfer. So how much do you pay? Because the invoice amount is 1,300,000. Are you paying the whole 1,300,000 or you're paying in full? Let's assume we're paying in full. So it's there by default. You come down and confirm the invoice is already there. Then the next thing is to enter your check reference number designed by your organization, and check reference date is already there. The date of the payment, you have to specify it. Once this is done, the next thing is to you save and submit. You submit. So at this point, you've covered all the workflow in selling module, from quotation, sales order, delivery note, sales invoice, and at the point where you receive payment from your customer. So that's it. And this one we demonstrate now is a situation where you sell to the customer before they make payment, before you receive payment from them. Also, there are some situations, depends on your policy, the current policy, where you receive payment from customer before you deliver the goods. So at that point, at the point of raising the sales order, you now add the customer to do what? To pay. You now create your payment before delivery. So that is what we are going to demonstrate now. A situation where you receive money from your customer first before delivering the product. So let us demonstrate that one before we also demonstrate another scenario. So this is our home page. Remember, I said the first one is demonstrate a situation where you deliver the goods to the customer before you receive payment. The next one we're going to demonstrate a situation where you receive money from the customer before you deliver. So we are going to demonstrate that one now. So I want you to pay attention. So go to our Asaerp sidebar, type quotation, which is the first thing in the selling cycle. Add quotation, customer, choose the name of the customer. I still choose, let me choose Mr. Obinna. Good. Then the date, specify a date. I will just go direct to the item table. I will choose PMS as an item. I will choose quantity. I want to choose 1,000 liters at 700. Also send AGO to him. AGO. Then I choose 200 liters at 1,200. So that's that. You save, then submit, say yes. So once quotation is created and is accepted by the customer, the next thing is to send a sales order. The customer will make an order, then you create sales order. So once you confirm, after the creation of sales order, which is this, confirm the date, the customer name is already there. confirm the quantities by default they are already there. Then you save and submit. Good. So now once the sales order is confirmed, your product is available, you have to inform the customer to make payment. That is the scenario we're discussing now. Before you deliver the goods, you say, Mr. Nana, I want the product is available now at the price and at the date you want it to be delivered. Can you kindly make payment to our first bank account? Now the customer will make payment. Once you confirm the payment from this sales order, you now go to create payment. Create payment. The date you receive the payment, you specify the date. You can see payment type is received. The mode of payment, you choose transfer, which has been configured to your first bank account. Come down, say the customer is already there. You just confirm here account pay to his first bank, as I said before. Then you can see the invoice amount, the sales order amount is there, as you can see. So enter your check reference number. Now check reference date is date of payment, the date you receive the payment. So the next thing, you go up here, click on save, also click on submit to submit it. So yes, your payment is created. Your payment have been created. So once you've confirmed the payment, the next thing is to do what? Deliver the product. You have to deliver the product that the customer does. The next thing is to create what we call set delivery or delivery note. So you have to locate that sales order you created before. So go back to your search bar, search sales order list, and locate that sales invoice that was created before. You can see this one is to deliver. You can see it. So open it. You can see the structure is to deliver and be. So we are going to, from here, we are going to create the delivery note. Create delivery note. Confirm the date of delivery. Enter it. You click on edit posting date and time to enable you to adjust the date. Okay. Then confirm the customer, by default is there. The accounting dimension, as I told you, I choose main, cost center. Then the next thing is now go to your item table, confirm the items, the quantity and the amount as agreed before that they are there. Then the warehouse, from where you want to sell the product from. As I want to sell from store. Good, you choose it. It's important, you don't miss it. If you don't miss the product you sell will not be reduced from the warehouse. It will be treated as a service item. So you must specify the source warehouse whenever you are posting your delivery note. So click on save, click on submit, and yes. So delivery note is created. The next is to send your bill, and the bill is what's it called? The sales invoice. From here you say create sales invoice. Okay, so it did not take you to the sales invoice voucher. Specify your date, which is the same date of our delivery note. Edit posting date and time to enable you to adjust the date. So by default we are not adjusting the date for now. Then customer name is there, Obi Nana. So you not just go direct to the item table and confirm the item is there, the quantity is there, and the price is there. So once you confirm this, you save and submit. You save and submit. You save and submit. Good. So that's it for how to process CSS, whereby a situation where you receive payment um, from the customer before delivering of the goods. And also know that you can link that payment you made in advance to the sales invoice. You can link it. Maybe in our subsequent demonstration or training, I'm going to show you how to link the payment you made before delivering of the goods to the sales invoice. So you have to pay attention as we discuss that one now. So what of a situation where in a organization you don't follow the normal workflow of sales, of making your sales, from quotation, sales order, and whatever. So, and by phone call, you've already communicated with the customer or with the prospect, and you've gotten the quotation and the sales order. You've agreed on the item to buy or to sell, the price, and the quantity. You just go direct to your sales invoice without posting quotation, sales order, and delivery note, to avoid maybe bottleneck, or whereby you just have one officer processing this thing and the management have approved and gotten the necessary approvals, and you have an existing customer that you want to sell to. So there's no need of posting quotation, sales order, and delivery note. You just go direct to sales invoice. So we're going to demonstrate that one now, where we post sales invoice, and you now take the goods to the customer with the sales invoice. Later the customer will make payment. After that, we also demonstrate a situation where you've agreed with the customer that yes, we have the product is available in the warehouse. You now ask the customer to pay. Now once the customer pay, you now post the sales invoice. So there are two things we are going to discuss now. The situation where you post sales invoice before receiving the money from customer, and that is where you don't want to go through all this bottleneck of posting quotation, sales order, and delivery note. So sales invoice. So from here, as this is at the home page, go to Asaerp search bar and type sales invoice to come up. That sales invoice list. Click on add sales invoice. This is very important, so I want you to pay attention. So this is the date. As I told you, I did the date. As means today's date, tomorrow's date you are using. You can see. So as now we are using today's date. Okay, customer. Choose. Type the name of the customer you want to sell to. I want to sell to Inze Limited. Okay. The next thing, you go direct to accounting dimension to choose the cost center. Maybe the cost center now is at Lagos, assuming that's for instance. The next thing, you go to item table. Item table. Remember, in this case now, you are just posting the sales invoice direct. So you are going to where we have update stock. There's a checkbox here. You have to check it. You can see it. Once you check it, this source warehouse will come up. Let me do it again. I want you to watch. Once you check this box, what happens? This source warehouse will come up. So from which warehouse do you want to sell? I say I want to sell from the store, from the central store. Remember, if you don't do this, the system will post this item you want to sell now as a service item, and the quantity of item will not affect the items in the warehouse. Hence, the item quantity will not reduce. To just be hanging. So you have to be careful with this. When you're selling your product, you have to update stock. So which product we want to sell? I want to sell AGO quantity. I want to sell 100 liters at 1000. Maybe you agreed at 1100. Then PMS quantity, you want to say 200 liters, maybe at 670 per liter. Okay, so that's it. You confirm this. So at this point now, you do what? You save and submit. Good. Your sales invoice is created. Good. So now you've created the sales invoice and the goods is delivered to the customer. Maybe later in the day, or after 1 month, after 2 weeks, after maybe 1 year, the customer now make payment for these goods depending on the payment terms. What do? You have to locate this sales invoice. Assuming this is the home page, you have to locate the sales invoice. Type sales invoice list. Sales invoice list. This is the last one because you have to take note of all these sales invoice written somewhere. Open it. You go to create payment. You can see date. You have to specify the date the customer made the payment. Okay. Then payment type is receive. Mode of payment, you use a transfer, which has been linked to our First Bank account. So go down, confirm. From here you see the account paid to. The total invoice amount is 244,000. Is the customer paying or paying part? So let's assume he's paying out of 244,000. He's paying 240,000. 240,000. So you're paying part. Good. He's paying part. You can see the outstanding amount is 240 and allocated amount is 240. So there's a balance of 400,000 on that invoice. So you look at it. Okay, so you go down and specify the check reference number. Take note, anytime you're posting payment entry, check reference number must be there, and the check reference the date of payment for reconciliation purposes. So the next thing you save, you submit. Good. So the invoice have been paid. If you go back to the sales invoice now, you're going to see the status of that sales invoice has changed to partly paid. You can see when it was not paid, it showed paid. When it's you didn't pay full amount, it showed partly paid. So that's it. Good. So that is how to process your sales, whereby you don't want to pass through this bottleneck of quotation, sales order. So just sales invoice and payment. Now, in this scenario, you deliver the goods before receiving money from the customer. Then another scenario now whereby the customer will make payment first. You confirm the payment before you now deliver the goods. So let us read that one, whereby you create a payment entry, thereby receive money from the customer before you now deliver. So first of all, let's create our payment entry. So from the search bar, type payment entry list. Payment entry list. Payment entry. So add payment entry. So you can see it here. Date, the date of the payment. You receive the payment, you specify it. Payment type, can see we have receive, we have pay, we have internal transfer. So you choose receive because you are receiving from your customer. Mode of payment, I say use transfer, the one that we have been configured and linked to our first bank account. So party, which other type party type? Party type is customer. Party type is customer. Then party is Mr. Nze. Nze Limited is the customer that you want to deliver the product to, and he has paid in advance. So Mr. Nze, come down here, specify how much he paid. Maybe he paid 2 million naira. Sorry, this is the paid amount. How much did he pay? Sorry for that. He paid 2 million naira. It's very important. 2 million naira is what he paid. Then you have to specify, come down here, specify the check reference number. That's the number. You have to design a number, reference date as the date of payment, and so on. So that's it. So let me go back again. When you search from the search bar, payment enter this will take you to this environment. Confirm that what is here, the payment type, what is here is received, because you are receiving from your customer. Specify the date you receive the money from the customer. Then mode of payment, you choose transfer. It depends on how it's configured. You link the bank account to a particular mode of payment. Here, what is linked here is First Bank, as you can see here. First Bank, account paid to First Bank. Then how much the person you receive from the customer, 2 million naira. He's paying in advance. So there's some situation where your customers can just deposit money in advance to you and begin to take the product in piecemeal. So the person have paid 2 million naira, you confirm it. Then what you will now do is to come here and specify the check reference number and check reference, which is the date of the date you receive the money from the customer, or the day the money hit the bank statement or bank account. So once you confirm all this, you save, and you submit. The payment have been paid in advance or made in advance. Remember, you see money from Mr. Nze. Okay, so the next thing now, Mr. Nze will call you. Yeah, I've sent money to your account. You confirm it. The next thing is you deliver the goods. How do? You just go direct to your sales invoice. Then, as usual, go to your awesome bar, type sales invoice list, open it. Sales invoice list, open it. Click on add. When you click on add, it will take you to this sales invoice voucher. Customer, remember you receive the money from Mr. Nze. So the customer, you're going to use Mr. Nze. Specify a date as usual. Okay. Then your accounting dimension, as I told you, I'm choosing Abuja for now. Abuja. Then go down to your item table, as I told you, where we have the update stock check box. Check it. Good. Once you check it, the source warehouse field will come up. From which warehouse do you want to sell? I said we want to sell from store. Good. You want to sell from store. So what do you want to sell? You want to sell AGO. 300 liters at 1,200. Then PMS quantity, I want to sell 100 liters at 670. Okay, good. So total amount is 427,000. Remember, the customer is there is in practice that customer pay in money, or maybe they are returnership customer, they pay in advance. Now begin to take the products in piecemeal. So this is the scenario. Remember that the customer also have an outstanding invoices. So that is it. You look at it very well. Okay. So at this point, you are going to link that advance payment to this invoice now. Listen, it's very important. You have to link that money, that payment you receive from Mr. Nze, Limited, to this invoice now. What do? You come here, go to payment. You can see my cursor. Go to payment. Click on payment. You can see advance payment. Click on advance payment. You can see get advances received. Click on it. Good. You can see the advance received. This is the only money that they pay in advance. You can see it. You can see it. 2 million naira is the other advance amount. And this is the invoice amount allocated. I don't know if I'm communicating. Yes. So once you do that, the next thing, this is the detail where you enter the items, the customer, the warehouse, and the item quantity and the price. This is where you pick the advance payment. As I say, you say pay advance payment. You click on get advances received. It will just appear here. Then the next thing is to do was save. You save. You submit. Good. Good. The sales invoice is submitted, or it is created. So you can see that the status of the sales invoice has changed to paid. At this point now, you are the ones, you are still owing Mr. The Limited, because he has given you 2 million naira and you've given product worth 427,000. So that is how to do it. A situation where you receive money in advance before delivering the goods to the customer. So at this point, I think we have done good to this module, that is selling module. And if you have questions now, you can put them together and ask your questions. But before we do that, we'll look at the various reports in the sales module in your selling system. So we have the first one, what we call sales register. Sales register. For you to locate it, you don't need to waste your time. Go to the Asaerp sidebar and type sales register. So you can see it here, report sales register. Good. Good. You can see it here. Just enter your date range for the month of January, 1st January 2024 to 31st January 2024. You can see all the sales. You can see the voucher number, invoice number. This is the date, posting date. This is the customer. This is the territory, so on. Tax ID. You can see the amount, total amount. So if you want to view your sales invoice report or your sales report based on value, you want to know the amount you invoice the customer and how much is outstanding per invoice. You can see outstanding, this invoice is fully paid. This one, out of this you paid 240, remaining 400,000 sorry. This one is 940 have not been paid, 1.3 have been paid, 3.1 have been paid, 240 not have been paid. So that is how to view invoice by invoice the value. That is sales register. Then if you want to view your sales report, you want to know the item, you want to know the quantity, you want to know the price, you want to know the amount and the understanding. So you use what we call item-wise sales register. Item-wise sales register. Item dash Y sales register. You can see it here. Item Y sales register. Specify your date range. Maybe you have your report for January 2024. You can view your dates per day, per week, per month, quarterly, as the case may be. So you can see the AGO. I don't know if I'm communicating. Items, sales invoice, date, customer group, and so on, territory, and so on, cost center, quantity, as I told you, unit of measurement, the price per quantity, the amount. So that is the difference between sales register and item sales register. Item sales register will give you the reporting value, and also you'll be able to know the outstanding amount on each of the invoices. And the item sales register will give you the report whereby you see the quantity, the price, and amount per invoice. That is for sales register. There are also other sales reports. Sales. Oh God! You can also have sales funnel. Sales funnel. You can see your sales funnel. You can see your sales funnel from January 2024. This is your sales funnel. There's also other sales reports. I think per territory. Okay. So in addition to this, this sales register now can be filtered. You can, based on cost center, if you want to know what is your sales performance based on cost center, you can see here based on territory and so on, or based on warehouse. Based on the warehouses, if you want the report on the cost center, you choose here the cost center. Let's say main cost center. All the sales made within main cost center will appear. If you want to filter your report based on warehouse, you choose from here to appear. That if you also want to go further, you can filter from here under territory here. Now once you type Abuja, you can see only Abuja will appear. When you type Aba, only Aba will appear. So